What's happening Wednesday with Dr. Limitless? What we talking about today, baby? Oh, we talking about that Yorton Cup Championship. Oh, yeah, we got to get into it, man. My first pro show. And I was ready to go. Guns and everything was on display. Had the beautiful wife there, my beautiful daughter, my grandson. We was ready. And my boy Tony, my brother, was there. But what happened? Oh my God. It was an experience for my eyes. I'm just going to give you some things that I quickly learned about that event. James, winning ain't always about winning, baby. Because I went in and I'm not going to lie, I was confident. I told my wife, told my daughter, man, I feel good about this. I think this is me. Straight up. I thought I was going to go in there and win it. I studied the show before, 2024, and I saw the guy that won last year, Damon, and I was like, whoa, that brother looked good. But I was like, you know what? I think I could be there. I was looking at my cuts, looking at my posing, my transition. I was in a flow. I was in a groove. I felt good. Then I get to the event. We're back tanning, and I see the champ, and I get beside him. I'm like, oh, shit. Straight up. That's exactly what I said. I said, yo, this boy is big. I see the guy that got second walking around. I was like, oh, shit, he big too. I see some other guys, and I'm like, damn, these boys look good. And I ain't even see them take the shirt off yet. And when they took the shirt off, I said, well, James, this is going to be a humbling experience. This is going to be a learning experience. Because I ain't going to sit here and lie like, yeah, I knew I was going to win after seeing. No, I didn't. I knew I wasn't going to win. Does that take away from me being limitless? Hell no. No, that was my first show. My first pro show at 45 years old. Been a bodybuilder for 14 months. And I learned a lot. Trained myself, learned how to pose. I learned a lot. Spiritually, God and I, we grew a lot. So I was mentally where I needed to be. And when I saw them and I knew I wasn't going to win, I even told my wife and them, I said, oh man, this is going to be a good one. Right? That's cold for me saying I ain't gonna win it, but I'm just keeping it real. So I said, God, what I want to get out of this is I want to make sure that when I get on stage, I'm not nervous. I solely focus on my act, giving the best show, the best performance, make sure my transition's on point, make sure I'm posing, make sure I'm focusing on entertaining the crowd. That's all I cared about. Because I needed the foundation, because as I continue to move forward as a pro, I need to make sure I have that foundation straight. That's what I thought about. When I went on stage, I had fun. I had fun with the guys in the back. I was learning, picking their brains, learning from them, because that's what I am. I'm a learner. I'm always a student. And especially knowing that I wasn't going to win, I said my job is to be a student. Let me look at what these guys are doing, how they're eating, how they're warming up, what they're doing, how they're talking, all of these things I'm studying. And I'm just taking mental notes. Yep. Next year, yep, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be one of the ones up there. In 5 years, I'm going to be one of the ones in that winner circle. If God give me longevity, I know this because I know me. I'm a workaholic, and I have the work ethic to push myself. So I want you to understand this. I was talking to my friend AJ, and I said, look, is it better to win or is it better to lose? And most people say they want to win. But what do you learn from winning? Even looking at the champ, he's been doing this for 14 years. He had to take a lot of losses before he was able to come and win. And now he won it 2 years in a row. And I'm not going to lie, the way he looked, he got a good shot at winning 3 years in a row. He got a good shot. But it's compounded interest, it's dedication, it's work ethic. These guys that was there, they deserve to be on top. I could tell they bust their ass. They work hard. And I felt like my class, I'm just going to be honest, I felt like class A, we had the hardest class. It was some dogs in it. And listen to the story of some of those guys that beat me. Watching the way they performed, I was impressed. And I said to myself, damn, James, these guys are limitless. They are limitless. They are. And you're limitless. But in order to be the best and to optimize everything you got out of your body, you got to get better, sir. You got to get better. You got to grow in the off season. And I said, Roger that. I'm going to grow. I guarantee you, I'm telling you now, I will get up to 195, 200 pounds, and I stay right in between 10 to 12% body fat. I do that. If I do that, and then it's not no if, when I do that, when I cut that shit down in August and I get on stage about 165, 170 at 4 to 5% body fat, oh my God, I'm going to be right there. And then the next year, I'm going to grow some more. And then the next year, I'm going to grow some more. And I don't care about nobody saying, well, you 45, man, how you going to grow? Because I'm limitless. And what God do to me is not normal what God do to other people, because it's the relationship I got with God. Now, if you have that relationship, you can do whatever the hell you want to do too. But I know what God and I have. And I hope that inspire you to stop listening to people that want to limit you. Be limitless. So there in that show, having a Yorton Cup experience, I felt honored. I'm a pro, man. My daughter said, you a pro. My wife said, I'm proud of you. The hard work you put in, I am proud of you. That's winning. The way my grandson looked at me, you're winning. The way my daughter, when I got back home, she was still like, yo, you the one to me. That's winning. See, winning is not always about the contextual outcome. Would it have been nice? Absolutely, it would have been nice to take home that 6,000 check or get second place, take home the 3,500 check or the 1,500. But that's not what God wanted me to get from this. God wanted me to learn how to celebrate other people. God wanted me to be humbled. God wanted me to see how to get even better. God wanted me to have the experience of being there. That's what I was supposed to get out of it. And that touched me. I felt a part of something. I feel a part of a family. When I came back, I said, you know what? I'm a professional now. I ain't got time to just be at a gym playing around. I really got to go to a gym where I could focus on solely working out. I got to take this shit seriously. And anybody that know me know I love people, man. I love to talk. I love to converse, but not at the expense of me growing. I got to do what I got to do. See, when I'm locked in, or when you're locked in, there's nothing that can stop you. But what are you willing to sacrifice to be the best? I'm willing to sacrifice conversation. I'm willing to sacrifice certain relationships. I'm willing to sacrifice food because I want it. What do you want that bad? It got to be something that's driving you in life, because you get one human experience as you know it, and it goes by quick. See, I want to maximize my life, mind, body, and spirit, and emotions. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to be better than my best. And every single time I get on the stage, I look better. My boy Will Dorsey said, man, look, the thing I like about you, Limitless, is every time you get on stage, you look better. That's winning. When I do this show in late October, I'm going to look better than what I look for this pro show. When I come back after a year in the off season, oh, I promise you, I will be better. Because see, I got this internal drive. I just can't stop. I can't. Until God call me home, I will never stop. You can knock me back 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep coming. Because if I fall, I'm getting back up. Just the way I'm wired. So it was a hell of an experience, man. It was a humbling experience, a growth experience. And I promise you, me winning my Pro Cup was absolutely phenomenal. But me being at that pro show, it was right on par with it. I can't say it was better because I wouldn't have been able to be there if I didn't win my pro card and become a pro. But it was a great experience. I want you to think about things that you face in life. Don't get mad because you think you didn't win. Perspective. You did win if you learned something. You did win if you're going to take that experience and get better. You won. Never, ever look at something that you're doing and think it's small, because the small things become big things. The big things are small things. It all works together. So continue to challenge yourself. Continue to look in the mirror and say, how can I be better today? How can I love harder today? How can I make somebody smile today? Always, always focusing on being better. And like I tell you all the time, my limitless learners and lovers, tell yourself, today is a glorious day. And for 86,400 seconds, I will give my excellence and my best until I'm laid to rest. I'm abundantly blessed and never stressed. Be better than your best and never, ever rest on your last success. Check your life. Be limitless. Be limitless, my people, and continue to strive to be the best version of yourself. And never get down if you think you lost. Because you didn't lose, baby. You just learned a lesson. That's called being better than your best. Be limitless.